Hi guys, welcome to another exciting episode of Celebrity Comment Conspiracies with Olivia. I am Olivia. On Comment Conspiracies, we talk about those spicy comments you come across online that have iota of truth, that look like the truth because they have element of truth in them. Those kind of comments that you stumble into and you're like, it has to be an insider that wrote this thing. Those comments always are always written by mostly anonymous because those people they don't want you to know who they are, so they always use anonymous. But those kind of comments are always laced with their tea. So those kind of comments are what we're going to be talking about today. On today's episode, we're going to be analyzing and discussing the Fancy and Alex situationship. I mean, everybody's talking about it. I will be hearing words like gay, 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 gay. Like as if they just discovered the word yesterday. Everybody's saying that word like as if they just invented that word yesterday or they're just stumbling into that word yesterday. So like we all know as that I think May 2021, Alex and Fancy took to Instagram to announce that they are engaged and will be walking down the aisle towards the end of the year. Then in August, Fancy took to Instagram and also announced that the wedding has come to an end and everybody should live their truth. I mean, you don't just wake up one morning and start typing "Live your truth." You don't just wake up to anybody and say "Live your truth." People always use that word like when they are telling people that they know that they are in the closet. When you're in the closet, it means you're hiding your sexuality. When you tell people that "Live your truth" is like it's like as if you're trying to give somebody a gun to shoot himself. You don't just go about throwing that word about. So when she said that word, before now, though, people they've been rumors like trailing Alex and his crew that they are gay. So when she said "Leave your truth," everybody felt like, "Oh yeah, we said it," and now she confirmed it. We felt like, "Okay, yes, she has finally hit the nail on the head." And people are like, "Okay, it's good she found out now." So at least a failed relationship is better than a failed marriage. That was what everybody thought. That was what everybody said. So my dear, fast forward to December 29 of 2022. Same Fancy took to Instagram and wrote a lengthy, heartfelt message, like which she posted on Instagram, talking about, oh, nothing makes sense when they're together. She misses him. She's sorry for hurting him and his family. She loves him. Alex forever. And I was like, oh, like it was so sweet. It was so good. Oh my god. Like for me, I felt like that was quite courageous. I know how hard it is for women to apologize, for men to say sorry, not to talk of a public apology like online. They would rather gaslight you to death. Women would rather gaslight you to death than tell you sorry. They would rather jump into or onto, like they will jump bridges, like that third Milan bridge, they will jump it like 55 times. They would rather trek to hellfire, like they would rather trek to hell. They would rather hang themselves than tell you sorry. But she did, and I was like, okay, that's brave. I felt like, okay, that's cute. Like, for her to have that courage, that means she really loves him that much. And maybe Alex should forgive her because women don't do those things, man. So that was what me I thought, and but not everybody felt this way. Some people were like, "Oh, she's so childish, she's so immature. Why did she say she should leave his truth when she know that word could be so, hurtful? It was going to damage his reputation. What was she thinking? And now she wants to say sorry. Like, no, 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 she shouldn't take her back." That was what some people said, not me. So and then people were saying all these things, and fast forward to I think 2, 3, 4 days ago, or there, no, 2 days ago or thereabouts, I came online. I went to Instagram, and guess what was trending? Leaked breakup chats. I went to Google, guess what's trending? Leaked breakup chat. I went to my favorite blog, SDK, guess what's trending? Leaked breakup chat. And I was like, what is happening? Hold on. So first of all, from what I deduced from that chat, Fancy was like, she doesn't want to like drop any more money, concerning the wedding because she had dropped a certain amount, period that time. And she feels like the money that maybe he wanted her to spend at that particular time, she would rather use it to like, invest in a house, or maybe a business or something like that because she is more of a girl that it's more concerned about looking good on the inside than the outside. So what she's trying to say is that Alex wants to look good for the gram. Alex wants to just show off to the world like what he is like when he's not what he actually is. Like what she's trying to tell us that he's trying to fake it till he makes it. meaning like he has not even made it yet. It's still in, like, the fake it category. That was what she said. Then another thing that she said that got tongue wagging was that she said that they've not had sex for, like, I don't want to say they've not had sex, but she said they've not been intimate for like 5 years. I mean, they've dated for 5 years and they've not been intimate. Like, according to what she said, like, that they've been celibate for 5 years. I'm like, oh, okay, I mean, that's good. I mean, maybe for religious reasons, I don't know, but it seemed like she was not very comfortable with the fact that, like, they've been celibate for 5 years. It's like she's itching and she wants to be touched. She wants to be loved up upon. And she also said something about, like, his I think doctorate degree. Like, she feels like he's more concerned about saving money towards that aspect rather than the wedding. Another information I got from that thing was his doctorate degree, so it was not awarded, so it was bought. I mean, everyday celebrities, one celebrity is a doctor, another day, another celebrity is a doctor. Does it mean they've been buying their doctorate degree? Is it a competition now? Everybody suddenly wants to be a doctor. Do you get? So what she's trying to tell us is that, point one, you have not made it yet. You're still faking it. Like, you don't have all that money that you claim that you have. Secondly, she's trying to tell us that they've been celebrating for 5 years. And thirdly, that she has been the one spending the money all around. And somebody else, I think one of our friends, maybe a short note, the person drafted out. The person was like, ever since, Alex proposed to Fancy, he has been financially abusive, emotionally abusive. When somebody is financially abusive to you, that means, like, they're making you spend all your money on them. Like, they're manipulating you to spend all your money on them. Maybe for, like, maybe in the name of love. You say, oh baby, you love me, why don't you buy this car for me? Or buy this car for me. Sure, you love me now. Are you not a big girl? I hate when people say things like that. I don't know if that was what Alex was telling Fancy and was making her bring out a credit card and was making her. I do not know. Do you get? But that was what Auntie, a friend or whatever, whoever said, wrote that commentary or that short notes, said that Alex had been financially abusive to Fancy and emotionally abusive to Fancy. We do not know. So now we're going to actually, dig into those comments that looks like that had more, separate tea, that had more in-depth tea concerning this whole situation. We're going to be analyzing them because that's what we do here. You get, we look for those comments that when you read them, we're like, this could be the truth. This could be like, this could give us an idea of what's actually happening. You get, or what actually happened. So I'm going to read out one of those comments now, and we're going to analyze them. So let's read them. Anonymous 3 on January 2023 said, we know Alex from his law days in Unical, doing sporadic awards. Alex is a hustler. I knew that this marriage was a hustler stunt to him. He's a narcissist and sleeps around with people who do favors for him. I don't get it. This person said he knows Alex from his days in University of Calabar, and what he's trying to say is that Alex has been man whoring his way, to the top. I'm not the one that said it. Anonymous 3 was the one that said it, that he has been jiggling his way up to from the bottom to the top. He has been, he has been doing trade by barter, from school days. One thing I love about comments is that somebody that knows you will always come and say something. I do not care. Like, no matter how big as a celebrity you are out there will definitely be somebody that knows you and they will come and say something. So this person now is insinuating that they went to the same school. So he said he uses his looks as bait for others, and once you get close, he bills you. He's also a smooth talker, so can put anyone in a corner with his words. This person and what Fancy said are almost, similar. So Fancy, is this you? Or is this your friend, that your defensive friend? Because Fancy said she wasn't the one that leaked the breakup chat. It was her friends that did. They were trying to, like, defend her or, support her or whatever. And they leaked it. So we don't know. So Fancy, is this one of your friends typing these things? We don't know. So like, we don't really know actually. So now this person is also saying that he uses his looks as bait and is a smooth talker. And for me, I feel like it actually takes a smooth talker to convince a woman. You have to be extremely smooth in talking. Like, you have to have those sweet words. Those words that will make a girl start buying you everything and just start transferring money to you up and down. It takes a smooth talker to be able to do that. So this person and what Fancy are saying, they are, almost similar. Like he's corroborating Fancy's words. So this person didn't even stop there. So he said, was not surprised when I saw him acting. This is the industry that fits him. He likes the drooling and attention and being in control. He would never have to go through the rudiment of practicing law and answering to anyone in that industry. He can't. Okay. As for his pompous nature and trying to control women, this is typical Igbo men. I don't know what Igbo men have to do with this thing now. They always try to manipulate and control their women. This is the industry that fits him. He likes the drooling and attention and being in control. This person is sounding like someone that dated Alex. This person is sounding like someone that dated Alex in the past or someone that Alex did hurt in the past because I don't understand. Like he likes the drilling and attention and being in control. He would never have to go through the rudiment of practicing law and answering to anyone in that industry. He can't. Okay. As for his pompous nature and trying to control women, this is typical with Igbo men. They always try to manipulate and control their women. I do not know what Igbo men have to do with this. I don't know why this person is dragging Igbo men into this equation. If they can't control you, they won't marry you. That's why they work so hard to make money. It gives them control. But I mean, from what Fancy said, it's from what she said. It didn't look like Alex had any money. I mean, so I don't see why it's not if he had made money. So if you're a control freak, you're a control freak. It doesn't matter if you're Igbo, Yoruba, or outside. Like some men are just like that. Some men are just like being in control. Some men are just domineering. Like some men are just narcissists. So narcissistic borderline or whatever those psychological term or narcissism does not know ethnicity, language. I mean, so I don't see why somebody's dragging a whole tribe into this discussion. So now let's move on to the next comment. You see these comments? Let's read it. So this person said, this anonymous, they always come as anonymous. Laughing my ass out. Women and their manipulation. You broke a wedding despite having issues with Bobo. You broke wedding and told everyone before you even agreed with the guy. Yet you want him to take it standing. Okay, this person seems very defensive. This person is talking like a lawyer. Are you sure this person is not? I don't know. Let's keep reading. Let's keep reading. So this person said, Alex is a public figure. Okay. His income depends on his image, and people on this blog are bashing him for wanting a specific wedding in a specific method. Didn't many women want this? When women want a fairy tale wedding, it's all right. But when a guy wants it, it's suddenly not okay. I don't understand. First of all, from what I've heard, unless maybe you're from India, all over the world, especially in Africa, I mean, I feel like it's the man that always like sponsors the wedding, you know? And most times, it's always women that always ask for like outrageous weddings. Always women that want big wedding, fancy wedding. So if you're a man and you're asking for fancy wedding, then you should pay for it. Go ahead and pay for the wedding yourself. Don't expect her to pay for it for you. Do you get? There's situations where women ask for fancy wedding and they're like, oh baby, I can afford this. And then together they come together and do something that works for the both of them. But you can't be a man and then you're asking that you want a fancy big wedding and you're expecting me, the woman, to pay for it. It's not done. So let's continue. So the person said, um, you stylishly made it look like no, didn't many women want this? When women want a fairy tale wedding, it's all right, but when the guy wants it, it's suddenly not okay. Yeah, it's not okay, bro. So he said, you stylishly made it look like you stylishly. Did you see the way he said that you stylishly? Like, I feel like this is Alex. Alex, is this you? Because it's like as if he's indirectly talking to her, like via anonymous. He said, you stylishly made it look like you're paying for all the wedding when in actual sense, it's the hotel that you didn't want to pay for. Guy, this is the tea. I told you this person is an insider. This person now is insinuating that, first of all, Fancy, nobody told you to pay for everything. They are only asking you to pay for the hotel. This person is insinuating that the bone of contention is not because of she has to pay for everything. It's because she was asked to cover the hotel expenses. Best believe me, if you go on the internet 55 times, you will not get this kind of information. Only in the comments, only on celebrity comment conspiracies would you like get this kind of in-depth inside information. Do you get? So the person is insinuating that the reason why they are having issues or It's not because she's paying for everything. Nobody asked her to pay for everything. They only ask her to cover the hotel expenses, which you don't know if it's true or false. So he said, Shana only hotel they do wedding. So like this person is still hammering on that hotel aspect. So he's saying there are a lot of expenses in the wedding. And nowhere in your chat does it say you are carrying it all. I told you that this person has to either be maybe Alex's friends or maybe Alex himself. Like because this person is sounding very defensive. Do you get? Alex, is this you? You know, you tell us if this is actually you. So he said, Alex also will be carrying expenses too. You can see how very passionate this person is dropping, typing this message, dropping this information. You can see how passionate he is. So the person also went ahead to say, um, did you all see where she tried to make him drop his MSc simply because of her shaking my head? Like, really? Even if the guy is doing his MSc for ego, how is that your business? Don't women do MSc so they can come online to brag that they are high achieving and they are independent? And suddenly, Alex did it and it's not okay. This person is what guy? This is Alex. This is either Alex or his friend or his best friend because this person is sounding so defensive. Person said, "Let's all be objective." Alex said, "Forget about me if you share this with Mrs. Doing." Alex said that because his source of income is threatened, once you share negative news about a celebrity, they lose sponsorship, they lose acting contracts, etc. I mean, who wouldn't be mad for that? Make una the reason I'm too. You call him manipulative, but none of what is in that chat is manipulative. Jude is angry and rightfully so. But trust me, they'll be emotional. They only care about themselves and their feelings and not the guy. She even started making it look like he's the one that wants them back. We know it's a lie. As for celibacy, since when did celibacy lead to gayism? Well, this is actually right. When did celibacy lead to gayism? But I feel like you have to be extremely religious for you to want to be celibate for that long. But for I won't say really, you know, they show for face. You know, some people they might be all so wild, like look extremely wild, but they could be extremely religious. What me I'm saying, I feel like 5 years is like way too freaking long for you to be celibate. I don't know. I'm just saying nobody should come for me. It's not a bad thing to be celibate. In fact, I encourage celibacy. Do you get? But I just feel like from the kind of person that he is, I mean, and from the kind of person that she basically is, I feel like celibacy is like out of the equation, you know. And prior now there'll be rumors like trailing him about him being a gay, and then start dating him, and 1 year later we've not done anything. 2 years later they've not done anything. 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. And I'm sure she must have been trying to seduce him. She must have been doing some stuffs, like wearing some sexy clothes. And Jerry ain't moved. Like Baba no day. Baba is not moved by it. So she must have been asking, like, or maybe even his team was never. I'm so like, you're doing all these things to your man. Even if you're celibate, guy like body no be firewood. Like you when you see a woman, that thing must actually like, stand. Especially if she's giving you some sexy moves, vibes. But maybe nothing like that was going on down there. Do you get? So even that he said that alarm bell was ringing, like, is he gay? Is he not gay? That kind of thing. I don't know. So guys, this is like, or these are all the comments that I have for you today. I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you guys loved it. I would like to hear your comments or your opinions on the whole Fancy and Alex situation. Do you think these comments that we analyzed earlier, do you think they have any element of truth? Do you think that, the people that are actually saying these things are right? Do you think what they're saying is actually true or maybe false? Whatever you think it is, please comment it down below. Okay, guys, we've come to the end of today's video. Yeah. So please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Yeah. Okay, guys, see you same time next week. Peace out.